you can absolutely crush it in your business this year. I know we're already in May, but that means you still have a whole half of the year and you can literally crush it in your online business with these 4 things that I'm going to talk to you about today. So today we're going to have a conversation all about how to position your business in a competitive market. So one of the things that we know is there's tons and tons and tons of people that have online businesses. Whether you are someone and you sell a physical product or you sell digital products, the truth is that people are buying stuff every single day. Okay. Every single day. Like yesterday, I bought a lip gloss from one company and I bought a lip gloss today from a different company. We are all buying things all the time and people are ready and willing to buy from you. The only difference between them buying from you and someone else is 1, them knowing you exist, and then 2, your positioning. Okay. That's it. Like that is literally it. But you do have to do 4 things to make sure that you position yourself, okay? Because if nobody knows you exist, if they are not, if your product is not ready for them to buy when they're ready, then that's that. And then if your prices are way up here when they should be, in the mid-range, and that can mess you up as well. But I'm going to talk to you about those 4 things. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is your customers' needs. I do have my notes here. Okay. Is your customers' needs. So right now I live in Houston, Texas, and in Houston, it's not hot, but it's getting hot here in Houston. So as it pertains to what it is that people should be selling to us right now, it should be open-toe shoes, shorts, bikinis, it should be sunblock, it should be ACs, it should be things that help us to stay cool in Houston. Now is not the time to sell us turtlenecks or long sleeves or boots. It's just not the time for that because we are not in the market to buy that right now. So you have to know, what is it that your customer needs right now? Okay. What is it that your customer needs right now? Because if you don't know what they need, then you could be offering turtlenecks to a customer that actually wants some sunblock, that actually wants a bikini. Okay. You've got to know what that is. Like, for example, I teach people how to use social media to make money online, and I do video marketing and things of that nature. And so I can teach people how to use Instagram. I can teach people how to edit in CapCut. But right now, my audience wants to know how to grow on TikTok. They want to know how to create content on TikTok so they can make money, get views, and all that. Okay. But guess what? The only way that I can know that that's what my audience wants is I have to ask them. Okay. So on a regular basis, I do polls everywhere. I do polls on LinkedIn, polls on Threads. I do polls on Facebook. I do polls in my email list. I do polls on live stream. Okay. And all of what I'm doing is I'm just trying to get my audience to tell me, do you want this right now or do you want this? Okay. Because if I'm offering this and they want that, this is going to fail. Okay. And so because my audience says we want to learn TikTok right now, then my number 1 focus with them right now is helping them understand TikTok, different features, growing the algorithm and things of that nature on the TikTok platform. Okay. Now my audience also wants to know TikTok shop. So I'm pushing them to somebody else because I just teach organic TikTok. All right. So because I know that, now I know what I should be talking to my audience about, how to position in things, and then how to sell them what it is that they want. So first thing, you have to make sure that you know what your audience needs, and then you start to create that, and then you start to market that. All right. So the second thing that you need to know in order to have success with your customers is that you have to ask yourself, is what your audience needs, is there someone else offering it? Okay. Is there someone else offering it? Example, if I'm trying to offer TikTok marketing, I have to ask myself, is there someone else out there offering from TikTok what it is that I do? Okay. If there is not, I got the market. If there is, then I have to know what is the difference between me and that person, and me and what that person's offering. Okay. Because if all of us are offering the same thing, then I don't really have what we call a competitive edge. Okay. I don't really have a competitive edge. So you've got to find out, is there somebody out there that's offering something similar, right? So we all know these are Apple AirPods, right? And so, Apple came out with these and so on. And so all these other companies have come out and offer different kind of, ear solutions, right? So Apple has to make sure that when they're marketing the AirPods that they are aware that other people are selling other things. And they've got to ask themselves, like, what's the difference between this versus all the other AirPods, okay? Like, I have this little tripod here that I love to carry around in my office. I love to take it with me when I'm on the road. And if somebody is going to, let me show you this. If somebody is going to sell a tripod, they've got to go, who out there is selling tripods? And how does ours compare with this one? Okay. So that way, when they're marketing it, they're able to show the competitive edge. Does that make sense? And so you have to ask yourself that big question: what is the difference between you and them? Right? You may be offering the same thing, but you are the big difference. That's more than anything. You are the big difference. Like, I have a lot of people that teach TikTok, which is great, but I am the big difference, okay? Who I am, my perspective, my experience, my client success, all of that is my competitive edge, okay? It doesn't make the other person bad. It just means that this is my competitive edge, okay? So then the third thing for you to be able to position yourself is that you have to know what are your unique strengths, okay? So for example, yes, you want to know the unique strengths of your product, okay? However, ask yourself the question of just don't look at your competition. What are your unique strengths? Okay. What will you say without a shadow of a doubt? If people come to you, you say, oh, I crush it at this, and this. My products crush it at this, and this. What does your audience say? Okay. The people that buy from you, what do they say? Oh my God, this. What do they say? Because you may have a list of your own things and then their customer has different things. Together, that's 10 things, okay? So you need to know what it is that you've got versus what it is that your audience says that you have. And then when you start to market it, you're marketing it with, here is your product that you're selling, but here's who is offering it, and here is what your audience has to say about it. Because the people that buy, they want to know what you think, but they really want to know what do other people think that have purchased whatever it is. Like, I had one of my courses I was selling, and somebody inboxed me and said, I'm interested in joining your course, but I don't see enough testimonials. I was like, no problem. So we went and pulled like 5 more testimonials from our clients, and then we posted them on the website, and the person joined, right? And so what did that tell us? That told us that people want to know more. Who else has worked with me? Who else has had success with my TikTok course, right? And we're like, okay, it makes total sense. So let's give them what they want. This one person was bold enough to ask, so let's give it to all of them. So that way nobody ever has to ask. So then in our marketing, I'm sharing my strengths, how it's going to help them, but also here's what all the people are saying to me about me and their experience with me, okay? So you got to know what those are. And then the fourth thing is you got to have a great positioning statement. Okay. You've got to have a great positioning statement. And what that means is that when you start talking about what it is you have, what is the one statement that you could say? What's the one statement that you could say? I would say, I teach female coaches and course creators how to go viral in 90 days. I teach female coaches and course creators how to go viral in 90 days and explode their accounts on TikTok. People are like, you telling me that in 90 days, I can have a viral video on TikTok? And I'm like, absolutely. How do I know that? Because I teach it over and over and over again, and my clients go viral over and over and over again. So what is yours? What is your thing? Now, granted, you may not know that right now, but here's what I recommend you do. You literally can go to ChatGPT or Claude. Claude is my favorite. And you can go into Claude and say, Claude, I'm trying to come up with a positioning statement for myself. Okay. Look, I'm going to tell you right now. So I'm going to do it right now with Claude so you can watch me do it. And I'll tell you what Claude tells me. Because there's nothing like me telling you versus you actually seeing it. Okay. I'm going to speak this into my phone and it's going to go to Claude. I need to come up with a positioning statement when it comes to me and what it is that I offer, period. I teach female business owners how to use video marketing and TikTok to build an online community, to go viral, and to make way more money and more leads into their business with ease, period. I need to come up with a positioning statement, just one statement, so that when I'm telling people who I am and what I do or what they can expect to get from me, that it makes sense to them. Period. I want them to feel like they can go viral on TikTok in 90 days by working with me. period. Because I've done this over and over and over again for myself and for my clients, period. Give me 5 potential positioning statements. Okay, so now Claude is coming up with 5 potential, it says 5 powerful positioning statements for your TikTok growth business, okay? All right, let me tell you what it says here. I got the 5. Okay, 1, the 90-day viral architect. I transform invisible brands into TikTok sensations in 90 days using my proven viral architectural method that has generated over X million views for myself and my clients. That's good. Okay, that's really long, but it's good. This one, I help entrepreneurs bypass years of algorithm frustration with my 90-day viral blueprint. This system, the same system I've used to take X number of clients from 0 to viral, generating consistent 6-figure revenue streams. Okay, I will do one more. I cracked the code on predictable TikTok growth. My clients don't hope to go viral. They follow my proven 90-day roadmap that generates X results for businesses in different industries. Very good. So you literally can do exactly what I just did here in Claude. Now, granted, what I can do is I can comb through that and improve it, and bam, I have a positioning statement. What's the benefit of that? It sets you apart, okay? It sets you apart. If I can tell you I can help you go viral in 90 days, you're like, okay, how? Come and work with me. Right? And then I tell you my client success stories. That is how you do it. Okay. So those are the 4 things. I'm going to repeat them back to you. Okay. The 4 things that I said here today: positioning yourself as your customers' needs, your competitive landscape, your unique strengths, and your positioning statement. Okay. So here's the deal. If you're going to crush the rest of 2025, it's important that you just take a little bit of time and think through your customers' needs, your strengths, your weaknesses, and your positioning, and how you can project that to the world in your marketing. Okay. So if you found this valuable, be sure to subscribe here to the channel. I have a video that comes out every single week. And then if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. I answer every single comment.